What is up, you little sugar buggers? Welcome back to the channel for a brand new speed build. So today, you guys, we are going to be creating a 3-story family home located in Britchester's Honeydew Fields. Technically, including the little basement moment that I added in here, this would be a 4-story home, but I'm kind of thinking like above surface level. Anyway, where do I even begin? Like, let's just talk about the fact that Jen literally never does 3-story homes, nor does she ever add a basement, period. But this house in general, honestly, was probably hands down one of the most fun, one of the most challenging builds I have ever done in a really long while, and I love it to bits and bobs, and I can't wait for you guys to play in it and share your photos with me. And I also am kind of on the fence about making my sim, Anissa, end up actually moving here. Anyways, long story short, the kind of inspiration behind this home was absolutely from the surrounding buildings. Now, I don't know where we are like geographically in the world. I feel like it's kind of based off of maybe like England somewhere in there. Like I said, I'm completely like geographically illiterate, okay, so don't even judge me, but I feel like that is, it's very European, right? Maybe, possibly, I could be wrong, but anyway, it's just weird because the home that was here, in my personal opinion, really lacked character, and I feel like the shell homes have a lot of personality, a lot of buzz, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to like recreate one of them, but not down to the T, like take some of the fundamental parts that make the build what it is, and then kind of throw my own spin on it. So that's what I did. Now, it's kind of like a tiny home too in many instances, because the entire bottom floor actually has a kitchen, a dining room, and it even has a living room, bathroom kind of situation going on, which is crazy because if you look at it, you're like, how the hell is that fitting? I don't know, but I made it work, and it's crazy because I haven't built anything in a really long time. So I'm super duper proud with how this bad boy turned out. However, I'm kind of like getting the main shell figured out, and I'm playing around with some of the different types of chimney combinations that come with this pack. I also really love the new dormers. Those were super fun. They are kind of a little bit tricky to like place on the roof for whatever reason. They were doing this whole levitation thing that I was totally not digging. Now, as the build is right this second, I love it. It's so tiny and it has so much charm, but I knew going into this thing, I needed just a little more space. So even though aesthetically this is so much more pleasing to the eye than what I did, functionally and even just overall, I feel like the changes that I make here in a quick second were for the greater good. So you're gonna notice that the basement isn't attached to the interior of the house at all. I actually turned this into a little bit of a man cave. I envision whoever lives here is probably somebody who has lived here their entire freaking lives, and also probably went to school here too. And I feel like maybe the dad just couldn't let life go. He couldn't just grow up, and so he had to move all of his like frat boy stuff down to the dungeon, down to the basement. And so he has his little man cave where he does his beer pong with the boys and maybe his kegs on the weekend, that type of a thing. I don't know, but I really love how open it is too, because if you guys go and look at the other shell builds, you're gonna see like you can see right down to the basement floor, and I'm like, oh my god, how am I gonna do this so that it looks like it's kind of just open when it's kind of not too. It's just weird. So I did end up putting a little window down there just to bring in a little bit of that natural light. It doesn't really do much of anything at all. So you're probably like, ew, I hate the way those windows look. But honestly, after you start doing the landscaping and the final few touches, that little gap that is super duper off center really doesn't bother me at all. But it was a lot of fun just incorporating all of the items that we got and trying to make something work, especially based off of the surrounding structures. And I really like it. Like I said earlier, this is definitely one of my favorite builds, and I got to incorporate the L-shaped stairs, which worked out really well. They were kind of like a little tricky at this point because I didn't know exactly what to do, so I just kind of did it in classic form and kind of gave this illusion that it was not a wraparound, but you know what I mean, like it's just continuous. So the second floor is where I'm getting out of breath. It's an 18-minute speed build, and I already feel like I ran a marathon. So the second floor here is where the master bedroom is. There's also a little study area and another bathroom. The cool thing is on every single level, you guys, you're gonna have a bathroom, so I feel like you don't have to like travel up and down the stairs a lot. I mean, it's gonna be a little difficult, I'm not gonna lie, because up here is where I have the kids' rooms, and I did it so that you have like a preteen room, you know, maybe for like a child or a young teen. And then I also added in a little room for like a toddler and stuff. And you might have even seen me kind of like stretch out the structure on the second floor too. I didn't really want to do that, but it was just like I couldn't go wrong with this build. Any little quirk that I added, it just made it have even more of a personality, and it's crazy. Like it's really cool. I'm so proud of this build. I don't even know what's my problem. Like, I'm excited. Now here comes the big stressor. Okay, this comes the conundrum. So figuring out how I was going to make, again, a kitchen, a dining room, a living room, and a bathroom in this small little space. So I kind of did it so that it is sectioned off like the kitchen is, but I added in those little walls right there, and then I decided to also place, what is it called? I don't know what they are, but it kind of made the illusion of like a custom arch. It's super cute. You'll see it in a second. And I really like the way that this kind of brought the interior together, and it doesn't look too closed off. It still looks very inviting, and very true to the surrounding just aesthetic of all the buildings and stuff. So I wanted to put in this little bar table. I really like this thing, but then I didn't realize it was a bar table because it's like, you know what I mean? It kind of, it's like in limbo land. But I was able to incorporate some base game and made it work perfectly with the university chairs. But I went with these ones with like the cutouts just so that it kind of fit a little bit better with the style that I was going for. I really like this couch, and yes, this house is a little drab and dreary, but it also has like a lot of charm, and I feel like it's super elegant, and I feel like it should be worth way more than the price tag. How many of you guys want to guess how much this house is worth right now as it stands? Let me know in the comments down below. Honestly, whoever's right, I'm gonna respond to you. I'm gonna give you some love, and who knows what else. Okay, so I'm just curious to see if y'all gonna guess it, and I'll tell you here in about, like, I don't know, 2 minutes or so, what the final price tag is. So I was definitely a little shocked that I was able to even fit in a whole fireplace. I haven't had the pleasure of experiencing winter at all in Britchester, so I'm super excited to see even what that looks like. I definitely stepped out of my comfort zone a little bit. I started incorporating different items I normally wouldn't use, like these little chandelier things. I thought they were kind of cute, and even that light, it's just like this pop of green that is so bright and so vibrant. It makes your eye just gravitate towards that part of the room, but I really like it. I like it a lot. I hope that I left this rug underneath the table because I like it, but I think I didn't. I think I might have deleted it. I don't know. And even just using in like the little bath rugs as kitchen floor rugs and that type of thing, or something I don't normally do. I wanted so bad to make whatever the hell this was, the paneling, work, but honestly it just doesn't look good, and it kind of just brings down the quality of the house, if that makes sense. It makes it look really cheap, I guess, and which is fine. If it's done right, it could look good, but in this instance it doesn't look good at all. So I end up pulling out my freaking tried and true, and that just so happens to be the Parenthood, what is it called, like the Parenthood wallpaper with like all the little like rocks and stones. You know what I'm talking about. You'll see it here in a second. So I'm adding in very minor clutter to this build just because of how tiny it is. I didn't want to completely overwhelm your senses, but of course there are so many places and wall spaces that you can add your own little flair, your family photos, you know, maybe some paintings or whatever. So I wanted to make all of the bathrooms cohesive, and we're going up and down, up and down. This part can get a little janky, so just bear with me here. I don't know what the heck Jen's doing. Oh, I'm adding in lighting, doors, all that fun stuff. Okay, good. I think we're done with the freaking, oh my god, the roller coaster ride. So the bathrooms were interesting because every bathroom I had literally had this freaking window, and I wanted to die. So I ended up trying to just make it work, and in the end, okay, it all comes together, I promise. So anyways, I'm gonna let y'all just go ahead and watch the rest of the speed build. If I have anything else to like tell you, I'll tell you like while we're talking and stuff, but I kind of want to get to the point of the video where we just like catch up a little bit. So anyway, as you watch me struggle with the second level floor bathroom, by the way, the house was worth $66,000, which is crazy, right? I know, it just seems like it'd be worth so much more because I really did not hold back at all whatsoever. Anyway, long story short, you guys, today's Cyber Monday. I went freaking ham. Best Buy has a lot of really good deals. If you guys are looking for Fitbits and stuff like that, they're like $120 and they're normally $200. Yeah, you heard me, $200. So I'm definitely trying to get back into fitness. I bought AirPods too, by the way. I have a phobia of AirPods, and it's not to make light of genuine situations, but like for a hot minute, I could not do it. Because it reminded me of like ear picks, or like what is it called? It's ear picks, right? What is it called? Oh my god, I can't even think of what it is, but you know, the Q-tips, there we go. And it really bothered me, but then my son got some for his birthday for my sister, and I was like, all right, these aren't half bad. Like, I like them. I guess they're not too horrible after all. They also have a thing with like earwax getting and stuff like that. It freaks me the hell out. But anyway, I got them. So if you have AirPods, let me know in the comments down below. How do you like them? What do you use them for? I'm so serious. I need to know. Now, I gotta talk about this bedroom. I have never done a color combination like this in my life. I am using cats and dogs. I am using Get Famous. I am using University. And it literally looks like it came from the same freaking pack. I love how University, in a sense, has tied all of the things together. It really has made The Sims feel a little more complete. And even just using the cats and dogs desk with the University chair here, they look like they were meant to be. And so this is a little area where you can come and study. You can, just chill out, relax, that type of a thing. I wanted to make sure every floor had something to offer. So like for the first level, obviously, it's like the main living space. And the second floor, you have the computer. And then the third floor actually has like an easel if you wanted to paint and all that kind of fun stuff. But yeah, so life has been busy. Life has been crazy. Life has been chaotic. You're probably like, Jen, you've been really sparse with your uploads lately. What's going on? I've got really good reasons of a lot of things that are going on, like with my YouTube career, and just in general. And it's just, there's a lot, and I can't tell you a damn thing, and it kills me because I am so open with you guys. I'm so open, and so I've been kind of just trying to handle what I can handle, and everything's okay. Like, I'm not obviously going anywhere, but I just want to let you know it's not a sign of Jen losing interest. It's a sign of Jen trying to keep her ish together, because even at 30, like, you would think, oh, when I'm 30, I'm gonna have it all figured out. Hunty, your 30s is just a more, I don't even want to say bougie version of 20, because at least when you're 30, you kind of got more things together, but not even really. Like, 20s is I don't know, 30s is just like, it's adult 20s basically. It's crazy, it's a mess. So anyway, still don't gotta figure it out. So if you think by 30 you're gonna have the whole world, or if you feel like you have to have the whole world together, trust me, you don't. You're fine. You've got time. So yeah. And life is a little Lulu right now, as you guys probably know from Twitter. But I love you guys a lot, and you mean everything to me. And I thank you so much for being there for me. And like, it's funny because, oh my God, you know how many times I get comments about how I've saved you emotionally? You don't even know how much your comments have saved me emotionally. Like, I read your comments and like all the uplifting, inspirational things that you guys say to me on a daily, and it reminds me who I am and what I'm doing this for, and who I'm doing this for. And it's for you, and it's for me, and it's for my family, and it's for everybody. But at the same time, it's cool. It's good that I can come to a space and just like, just take a load off and have some damn fun. And that's why I'm hitting y'all with the speed build, because this was so therapeutic. This was like the best. This was amazing. It was a opportunity for me to be kind of creative, and just have fun. And this build took me an hour and 40 minutes, span over 2 days. I didn't rush it. And normally I would. But yeah, I think that's where I'm at in life. I'm just kind of like, I'm taking it in stride. You know what I mean? So anyways, long story short, this is my little teen room. I kind of would think like a tween would be here, somebody around like 13, 14, probably had the same furniture since she was like, I don't know, 7, but you know what, we make it work. And this room is kind of a little more vague. It's really hard. I probably should have flip-flopped them, but also, side note, you see how I threw in the soccer stuff? Maybe when she goes to college, you know what I mean, she could be on the esports team or something along those lines, maybe become a great athlete. I think that would be really cool. I just love how like all the soccer stuff like makes sense now, because we've had that lamp forever, and it was like, cool, we have a soccer lamp, but literally no soccer ball. It's just kind of dumb. I don't know. Anyway, this room's really sweet. I love it. I put the potty in there because, you know what, I hate to say it, but little Benjamin Button, I'm not dragging you up and down the stairs. I also don't really have a lot of things for toddlers here, so I don't know how y'all are going to make it work. I gave it to you. Y'all figure it out. I met you 70. You got to go to the other 30. You know what I mean? So we're just kind of like wrapping up the last final few details. And sorry I was so vague earlier. Like I'll tell you more. Okay. Just watch my video. Like, I'll tell you more. It's just, I can't right this second. All right. My hands are tied. Anyway, I'm not pregnant, by the way. Just letting y'all know that. Nope. The baby factory is closed. But anyways, yeah. So we're going to do the last few details up here. Wanted to throw in a chest table, didn't work out that way. Love this rug, absolutely love this rug. It came from, I think, It Famous. I'm pretty sure it did, but I could be wrong. But we're gonna do the exterior, and again, I kind of made it so it didn't look too kind of like suburban-esque, right? Because we're kind of like in the middle of town, so it feels like, and that was kind of a really cool aesthetic to play with, like I said. And I added in a few little trophies. I feel like this family is well established. I feel like I said earlier, they've been living here for a very, very long time. Oh, and another thing, you're probably gonna need move objects on, because there's a lot of things that shouldn't do what they're doing. So make sure you have testing cheats on, move objects on, and you should be good to frickin' go. Now, I'm getting really close to the end of this video, and I haven't even touched the bottom, which would be the basement or the man cave. I'm getting a little nervous here, and I'm hoping that I included that clip. Okay, I was about to like, cancel. I was getting nervous. So I wanted to add in brick, right? I wanted it to feel like a real traditional basement. Finally, and finally put in the panel wood that I've been dying to use. Threw in a little ping pong table. Wanted to throw up some posters too. Like I said, this guy is a child at heart. He is still just kind of living in the shadow of his former university days, and that is a-okay. His wife is cool with it as long as he throws it down in the basement. You know what I mean? Like literally down in the basement. But he's got a little jukebox that he's had for a while. Also, this little globe that's probably been passed on for, generations and generations. A really nasty couch that he had in his old dorm, and some other little nicks and knacks and all sorts of little fun things. And it's just a very empty, kind of clean space, but it also has a little sense of sophistication, which I also really like as well. So we're finally getting to the landscaping, and I don't really do anything too crazy. I just kind of try to try to mimic whatever is going on with the surrounding area, and that's pretty much it. So I mean, obviously you guys can download this on the gallery Gen 266, add whatever your heart desires to make it feel like it is yours. There is an issue right now with it saying that I have CC, but I'll fix that. There is no CC, absolutely none whatsoever. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this speed build. Please leave me some love in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. And with that said, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. I hope that y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to go ahead, comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, where the sun does not shine. And I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.
Say my name until the city burns and the stars fade away and your scars don't hurt. Stay with me until the last man falls. I don't need them anyway. When I'm with you, I have it all. Oh, I'll never let you slip away. Oh, and you don't have to be afraid. I will hold you till the sun comes crashing down. I'm yours until the end of time.